What's going on, everybody? It's Con Connects, and welcome to my my live in a very long time on YouTube. I am here to discuss government contracting. I'm here to discuss what it takes to become a federal concierge. I'm here to discuss how you can get started and have financial security, time security, job security, and generational wealth, if that's what you're looking for. So if you are here to learn about that, I'm your girl. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it, and let's get started. So for those of you who don't know this channel, if you're not following me, first of all, go ahead and subscribe, because I like to talk about things in government contracting that most people don't talk about. I have tutorial videos on how to get started, on how to submit proposals, not submit proposals, on how to, once you get into government contracting, how to submit invoices, how to handle things, how to go through IPP, how to register, all that good stuff. So that's what I do. But I also teach people how to do what I do as well. And if it's something you're interested in, if you're looking for job security, if you're looking for financial security, this is where you want to be. You want to make sure you're asking questions. Now, I'm on my phone doing this live, so I'm not sure if I can see the comments or not. So if you want to type a question in, you can go ahead and do that, and I can see if the comments will pull up. If you see me, oh, here you go, I see live chat. Okay, I don't know if that's going to do anything, but if you want to pop in a question or two, go ahead and do that so I can at least see that it's up. But in any case, if you guys don't know my channel, make sure you subscribe. What I am is a federal... Okay, thank you so much, Inferno. I wasn't sure how this is going to work. I really appreciate that. Okay, so good evening. So basically what I do is I'm a federal concierge. I provide goods and services to the federal government. Yes. Now, let me break this down, because a lot of people don't understand what this means. I do not work for the government. My company is a separate company. I do not work for the government. I, as an individual company, provide goods and services to the government. So you know all that crazy stuff that's going on right now, federal employees getting fired, people doing this, people doing that, people losing their jobs, all this craziness, that doesn't affect me. Why? Because I partner with the government. Anything that's a federal contract, any federal contractors, we all partner with the government. We do not work for the government. So I wanted to get that out there, because a lot of people are confused. They think we work for the government. Even our subcontractors think we work for the government, and that's just not true. So I wanted to dispel that myth so that you understand that we're not at jeopardy. We're not at jeopardy. Now that you know that, I do not work with the government or work for the government. I work with the government. Let me explain to you what it is exactly I do for my company. So my company is a consulting firm. Well, I mean, isn't every company a consulting firm? My company, I say consulting because that's the easiest thing to start. So I say consulting, but I guess we do consulting because what we do is we find what the government is looking for. So guys, if you've never heard of this website, you need to go check this website out right now. Well, not right now. After the live, go check it out. It's called sam.gov. Yo, this website is a website that tells businesses like us what the government is in need of. It's kind of like a Craigslist for the government, or a page for the government, like a Facebook page, like a Facebook marketplace page. They literally list what they're looking for. And y'all, let me tell you something. The things the government be asking for is bananas, okay? Yes, they do the average lawn care, HVAC, cleaning services, all of that good stuff. But y'all, some of the stuff they be asking for, I feel like some of the stuff they be asking for it be telling they secrets. Like I was looking for a solicitation below, and these things that they're asking for is called a solicitation. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all vocabulary. I want y'all to know. I want y'all to follow me as I go along. So I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna tell you everything that I'm talking about. But some of the stuff that they ask for be like, okay, I was doing one. It was a space, and I'm so serious when I say this. It was carpet for a spaceship. It was a carpet for a spaceship. Like installing carpet, and it said for a spaceship. I ain't lying. I was like, a spaceship? Like, what we need? Like, we got spaceships? Like, what? What is that? So, in any case, that's just one of the weird things. They be asking for anything. Anything you can think of, the government will ask for. Now, what my company does is we provide that services to the government. If the government wants carpet to redo their spaceship, I'm going to find somebody to do the carpet. Now, what makes me different from other government contractors, and this is what you want to get into, that's why you're on my channel. What makes me different is I don't do any of the work. I don't do no work. I mean, I do work, administrative work, but I don't do any work. I don't do any other physical labor. So if the government is asking for HVAC, somebody to come and clean the HVAC or change a generator or do whatever, I don't do any of that work. I'm finding somebody else to do that work. That's the difference between like government contractors who actually do the work and federal concierge who actually find somebody else to do the work. Have you ever been on your job and you're like, man, I wish I could just get paid and do no money. I mean, and I wish I could just get paid and do no work. Have you ever said that to yourself? If you have, this is what I do. There is actually a career out there where you can do that. It's called being a federal concierge. Now, for those of you who like federal concierge, what is that? Federal concierge, what is that? Well, a federal concierge is just a fancy way of saying government contractor. Y'all know I'm special. I don't like using the word government contractor because it's so boring. It's so ugly. I came up with the term federal concierge because that sounds sexy. Like you walk into a networking event and the people are like, hi, I'm in real estate. What do you do? I'm a federal concierge. You know what I'm saying? So it rolls off the tongue. So that's why I made it up. So if you hear me say federal concierge, I'm talking about government contracting, just so you know moving forward, okay? But that's what I do. So whatever the government is asking for, I'm going to find another company to do the work. And guess what, y'all? I live in Texas currently right now. I have 20, how many contracts I got now? I don't even know how many contracts I think I got 16. I don't even remember how many contracts I got. But guess what? They're not in Texas. Not all of them. I think I've only had one contract in Texas. Everything else is all over the U.S. So that's the beauty of being a federal concierge. We don't have to only do work in our state. Guess what? There's subcontractors in every single state that does everything that you need them to do. All we got to do is get the quote from them. That's how we partner with the government. We find other people to do the work that government wants. You see where I'm going with this? We find someone else to do the work under our company. We maintain the contract. They do the physical work. That is why I'm able to do stuff in Minnesota, in New York, in Hawaii, even across the globe, y'all. It don't just stop at the U.S. There's stuff overseas in Japan, in Guam. Stuff I've seen. We can do work anywhere from the comfort of this little office right here. Okay, so once again, if you're just joining me, I am a federal concierge. I partner with, not work for, partner with the federal government, which means my job is secure. I am only doing what the government is asking for, right? I find other people to do the work. I'm not doing this work. I'm not about to mess up my nails, my hair, my clothes. I'm not about to do that. I'm going to find somebody else to do the work. And guess what? They're going to get paid what they want. Now, you might be asking, well, okay, well, if they're doing the work, how you getting paid? Like, what, you doing this for free? Hell no, I ain't doing this for free. And you're not going to do it for free either. What happens is we provide the administrative part. We manage the contract. So once we're awarded a contract, we manage the contract, and we get our subcontractors to provide the services. Now, what we do to make our money is we make sure things are running okay. We make sure we submit the invoices because that's where the money is. We make sure that we're communicating between our subcontractor and our point of contact on the contract. That's where we come in with our money. Now you might be asking, well, how much money are you charged? Like, how do we figure out how much money we're gonna make? This the beauty part. This is the best part. You make however much money you want. I mean that. There is no limit, there is no cap. Now, don't get me wrong. The government actually has to choose you to do business with. They got so many companies that's bidding. It's called like a bidding thing. So there's so many companies that's bidding on the same solicitation because that's the ad the government has placed out that they need. There's so many companies bidding on the solicitation. So you actually have to win the solicitation in order to make what you want. But guess what? You tell the government how much you want to make, because you are still doing the administration part. Yes, you're not doing the physical labor. No, you're not out there, mowing lawns or doing HVAC. No, you're not doing that, but you are still running the contract, which means you are really the most important. Well, the work is important too, but you really are the most important part because you're submitting the invoice to get paid. And the money is the point, right? That's the point. So how much money do you want to make? Say if you win a contract for a monthly service, right? Your subcontractor is charging, I don't know, $500 a month, right? And say you like, you know what? I like that. $500, $500 extra dollars. I could do that. I feel that. Guess what? Now you just put $500 on top. That's your portion for doing the administrative side and the maintaining the contract. And then your subcontractor gets what they want. And then the government gets that one price. You decide how much money you want to make as a federal concierge. That's the beauty of it. You can give yourself raises whenever you want. It don't matter, y'all. I'm saying for real, okay? So that is what a federal concierge is. If that sounds like something you're interested in, guess what? I'm having a free masterclass on how to get started, how to submit proposals and things of that nature, because in order to win a contract, you actually have to submit a proposal to the government. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with a proposal, let me break it down for you. This is why I got time today. So a proposal is basically, you know what a proposal is. A proposal is basically a document that states certain facts that the government is asking for. You're submitting for review, and they're going to review it and decide whether they're going to go with you or not. Now, what a proposal usually have in it, or the most important thing a proposal has in it, is the price. The government is asking you to provide a service, so they want you to price this service. They want to know how much it's going to cost. Whether they're going to pick you or not is up to them. But you're submitting what we call a proposal. I don't know why I did quotation mark, because that's what it's called. Or a bid, you want to call it a bid, but you're submitting a proposal to the government for the cost of what it's going to cost the government to hire you to do what they're asking for. Okay, that's when you put your price and the subs price together, and you get paid whatever. So you have to submit proposals to the federal government for them to review it and decide whether they want to work with you. Okay. Once you submit a proposal and they decide, this is a good price, we're going to pick this person, you're going to get contacted and they're going to say, hey, congratulations, you won this contract. Okay. Now you are partnering with the federal government to provide those services. So now you got to talk to your sub, let them know you won, send them service agreements and all that other good stuff. Right? And then the sub starts to work and you get paid. Well, both of y'all get paid. Okay? It's really that simple. For those of you who thinking, nah, it can't be that easy. Like, this really like a drop shipping type of thing. It is kind of like a drop shipping. It is like somebody's paying you to provide something and you're giving that to them and you're getting paid for it. It really is like drop shipping. But guess what? With drop shipping, you kind of gotta sign up for websites. You gotta like put some money into it. Guess what? As a federal concierge, there are two ways to go about it. And one of them don't even involve any startup costs. I know y'all probably like, nah, this can't be true. It's true. Now, the government only works with businesses, so you have to have a business to get started. But guess what? Most people nowadays got a business anyway. Just being honest. Like, I feel like everybody and their mama got a business, okay? But there are different type of businesses you can start. One of them don't even cost money, and that's a sole proprietorship. You literally wake up and say, I want to start working on government contracts. Maybe you might do a DBA for a business name, get a business bank account just so you can separate your money. Y'all better be separating y'all money, y'all. Don't be doing that, okay? I don't want you to get in trouble. But separate your money. Maybe get a domain name for a website. Definitely get a business email address. All of that good stuff. Set yourself up. And guess what? None of that costs money. Well, the business domain and the DBA might cost a little money. But other than that, most of it don't even cost money. Or you can get an LLC, which of course, you know, costs whatever your state charges to get an LLC. But you have to have a business when working with the federal government. Otherwise, they're not going to even look at you. You're not going to even be qualified to bid on a solicitation. Okay? So once again, sam.gov is this website. Y'all really need to go to sam.gov and just go look. You don't have to sign in to just look at what the government asking for. And guess what? Every single day, the government uploads thousands upon thousands of solicitations every day. Now you got to think about it. The contract officers, which are the people who actually upload the solicitations to sam.gov, there are hundreds and hundreds and thousands of contract officers per department, per state, per whatever. And I don't even know how many government departments there are. But thousands of solicitations are posted on sam.gov every single day. So if you're interested in finding out exactly what the government is asking for to see if you will even be able to like provide the services, baby, all you got to do is go to sam.gov, sam.gov, and go look it up. Go to the search bar and just search to see the type of things the government asks for. Once again, I say they ask for everything. They ask for like commercial services like dry cleaning, commercial cleaning, HVAC, things like that. But they also ask for individual services for individual people. Now, I specialize in hiring independent contractors to work on my contracts. For example, I had two contracts. One was for two contracts that I hire independent contractors. One was for a horse trainer, which I still have going on. Y'all, that's a 5-year contract. So for the next, well, it's been 2 years now. So for the next 3 years, if I don't want to do nothing, I ain't got to do nothing else, because that contract is paying me like $10,000 a month. I'm just saying. Okay? And I'm telling y'all this and being transparent so you know the type of money that I'm talking about. I ain't lying. And government contracting, you can make that type of money or more. That's like a nickel in a barrel compared to what you could make. Okay? I'm just saying. Go look it up. Don't believe me? I promise you, I ain't lying. Okay? But and then I had some aerobics instructors. So I actually hire independent contractors as well. But the government asks for that. They be looking for lawyers, doctors, and those are individual people that you can actually hire, or maybe you know somebody. I actually don't recommend you hire people you know or family, because you know that never works out. But you can do that as well. So they ask for everything. Now, getting started, like I said, is so simple, so easy. Okay, if this is something you seem like you tired of your job, maybe you work for the government. Remember, I don't work for the government, I work with the government by partnering with them. So maybe you work for the government and you afraid that your job with all this stupid shenanigans going on is going to be at jeopardy, right? You're looking for something else. Or maybe you just tired of working your job right now and looking for something that can sustain you and give you that financial freedom, time freedom, and generational wealth that you're looking for. Guess what? This is it. And this is the beauty. It doesn't take full time to do this. Honey, it takes one contract to change your life. One contract. I'm gonna tell y'all this story. I know somebody who makes $1 million. I swear, I know this sounds ridiculous. I know it don't even sound real. I ain't lying. This person makes $1 million a month. $1 million a month off of 2 contracts that they have. It's I think both of them are real estate contract. Either they're a real estate contract or either they're like weapons. Now weapons, that's a lot of money. In real estate is a lot of money. But I know them, and that's how much they make. That's what I say. The limit is unlimitless. Like there is limitless, not unlimitless. It's limitless because you really can make whatever you want. But getting started. Like I said, it's very easy. I am doing a free masterclass on how to get started. I'm going to be talking about the steps to submitting and how to go about submitting a proposal. And I don't know if y'all see this in the background, if it's backwards. But if you go to the description below in this live, I have a link where you can register for my masterclass that I have going on the 29th. Well, we'll get together. I'll explain to you. You can ask all the questions you need about government contracting, being a federal concierge that you have, so that you can get the information. Now, I know y'all see a lot of videos online talking about sign up for this, sign up for that, do this, do that. Sorry, y'all. This is a chance for you to really learn about it. The first time I heard about government contracting is my friend sent me a Instagram reel 3 different times. The first 2 times I ignored them because she always sending me stuff. Like, what you sending me? The third time it was the exact same reel. I finally looked at it and I saw a guy on there who sold the government iPads and made like $10,000 or something. And I was like, what? And at that time, like, I needed to find something else to do. And once again, like I said, you might be trying to leave your job. You might be trying to find something else to do. You can do this whenever you want. You can still have a full-time job and do this. This is not something that has to be done full-time. The beauty about being a federal concierge is that you have the time freedom to work whenever you want. If you want to work 1 hour a week, okay, cool. In that 1 hour, you better be submitting a lot of proposals. But if you want to work 1 hour a week, that's cool. Because like I said, it only takes one contract to change your entire life and the life of your family or whoever you living with or whatever. So don't think because you're working, you can't do this. People like to call it side hustles, whatever you want to call it. What I'm calling it is a life and game changer. If this is something you think you can do, because honestly, I never thought I would win a contract. I always see people on their stories say, oh my God, I won a contract. I'm going to be making $70,000 a year. I've never thought I could make this much. I never thought I could win. Not because I didn't believe in myself, and not because I didn't feel like it worked. It just like things like that just don't happen to me. I'm not that lucky person. You call the radio station and you number 9 or number 10. That's just not me. But once I got into it, once I started submitting, baby, I have made over 6 figures. Okay? I have made 6 figures. I haven't made 7 figures yet. Whoo! Praying for that day. But I have made 6 figures by doing these contracts. And guess what? I haven't done any physical labor. I've made 6 figures doing these contracts, and all I do is maybe follow up. If everything is going good, I might follow up once a month, maybe once a week. I submit an invoice once a month, and I get paid. I don't do anything else, you guys. Now I'm traveling, going to Dubai, going to the Maldives. I'm going to Bali this year. I'm not doing anything, and I'm getting 6 figures. Wait a minute. Oh my God, somebody put a comment. Y'all, I don't know how to get that comment back. Regina, whoever, can you rewrite your comment? I don't know how to pull up the comment again. It just disappeared on me. Hold on. Whatever, I see it, I see it. Okay, what kind of contracts did you win? My first contract, you guys, was for horse training. The one that I'm in now. The one that is 5 years. Like I said, that I don't even technically have to work. The last 2 weeks, y'all, I'm kind of embarrassed to say this, but I'm gonna tell y'all anyway. The last 2 weeks, you know what I've been you know what I've been doing? You know what I've been doing the last 2 weeks? Laying in my bed, watching reruns of Empire. I haven't done anything for 2 weeks. I'm embarrassed to say that, but I'm not, because that shows you that my contracts that I have are taking care of me. I don't really have to work for the next 3-4 years. Now I'm not tripping, because eventually that's gonna go away. So I'm winning more contracts to continue that on. But the last 2 weeks, y'all, I haven't did nothing. And I felt like a bum. I really did. Like, I just laid in bed all day and did nothing. And I still got paid. $10,000 here, $2,000 here, that. This could be your life. Hopefully you ain't gonna be a bum like me, but this could be your life. So my first contract was a horse trainer, which I still have to this day. Now, don't try to get me running down the list, because I don't remember. But some of my contracts that I do remember, I've had transportation services. They had some dignitaries come in. That was in California. Remember, y'all, I'm in Texas. That was in California. So we had picked up some dignitaries, and they rode around for like the weekend, because they had things to go to. I had aerobics instructors, projection, like somebody had to install a projection. I can't even think of all of it. Fence removal, elevator maintenance, courier services. I can't even think of all the stuff that I've done. And that's the great part about being a federal concierge, because the government asks for so many things. We can dig ourselves into anything. Why? Because we don't do the work. We're going to find somebody else to do it. So if the government is looking for a rocket scientist, I ain't no rocket scientist. I don't know nothing about no rockets. I barely know science. I don't know none of that. I'm going to go find somebody who can do that work. And I'm going to get paid for managing them to do the work the government is asking for. No lie. No lie. So once again, if this is something you want to learn more about, I'm here to answer your questions. I love questions. You will never have an issue with asking questions with me. I know some people make y'all feel like silly asking questions. I hate that. I love questions. So please feel free to ask me questions. I heard state contracts were more difficult than federal contracts. So this is the thing. I've heard that too. And I think it's because the state probably look for more stuff. Like they're more specific. That's why my title is federal concierge. I don't deal with no state anything. I don't do state. I do not do state. I stick with federal, because federal is easy. You get in, you get out. It's the best. Now, I ain't saying nothing wrong with state. I just haven't learned state. And I mean, if federal is working for me, get me 6 figures, I'm making, 5 figures a month. Why mess that up? Why mess up what's working for you? But if state contracts is something you want to look into, I'm pretty sure you can do that. But I don't know anything about state. I'm only federal. So once again, if this is something you're looking to learn, you want to ask more questions, y'all can always ask me questions on my live. And y'all, I am going to start going live on YouTube a little bit more. I want to get my subscribers up. So if you haven't subscribed to me now, and if you like what I'm saying, I'm going to have so much more stuff coming out. I'm going to be giving away some tea. We're going to be talking. I want y'all to really get into this, because everything that's going on in the world today, you need some type of financial and job security. This hand to the Lord is financial and job security. This is the most job security that you will ever have. And the good thing about it is everything that you're with, because some people might be like, well, aren't they cutting government funding and aren't they doing this with the new administration and all that stuff? Yeah, they might be doing that. But guess what? Remember that website I told you about, sam.gov? That's stuff the government is saying they need. So if they're saying and posting, hey, we need this, guess what? That don't affect us. This is what they're asking that they need. They can't take money away from that. This is what they're saying they need. So we provide that services. We're good to go. Now, if you mess up on the contract, that's on you. That's something totally different. But you always will have job security if you can find somebody to do the work. And guess what, y'all? You can always find somebody to do the work. I don't care what, y'all, let me tell y'all the weirdest thing. I'm going to tell y'all the weirdest solicitation I came across. And I don't know where the hell I was going to find this. I did not do it because I'm like, who does this? But y'all, the government was asking for deer sperm. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But the government, and I hope I don't get cut off for saying sperm, but the government was looking for deer, like deer the animal. They wanted their sperm to do what? I don't know. I didn't know who to look for to do that. So I just moved on to the next one because remember I told y'all there are thousands and thousands and thousands of solicitations posted every single day on sam.gov. So if you can't find somebody to do one that you're working on, just move on to the next one. But the fact that they was asking for deer sperm, I was like, yo, the government, they wow. What are they doing with deer sperm? I don't know. But like I say, if this is something you're interested in learning, I have a free masterclass going on March 29th. Okay, we're going to get into it, how to get started, how to submit, the 5 steps to submitting, things you need to look for to get you the information that you need to see if this is something that you really want to get into. And once again, you do not have to quit your job to do this. Because remember, in order to work with the government, you have to be a business. Now, of course, if you're a sole proprietorship, you just by yourself and you're doing this, you probably ain't going to get no benefits. You probably not going to have this. You probably not going to have that. So you might want to keep your day job so you can keep those benefits. But you can do this anytime, anywhere, however you want. As long as you got a computer, the internet, and a cell phone, you good to go. So if you want to learn more about this, go to the description below this, or you can go to my website conconnects.com, sign up for the free masterclass. It's an hour masterclass. I talk about how to get started, the 5 steps to submitting, how to submit, and then some other things that you might need to know. And it's just really informational for you to come and ask questions, because I'm telling y'all, this career has changed my life. I never thought I would be a federal concierge, although, I made up that name. But a government contractor, I never thought I'd be a government contractor. And I used to work for the government. I used to work with the Department of Homeland Security, okay? And that's another thing. If you worked for the government before, any department, guess what? And you don't work for them anymore, guess what? This doesn't affect you because you're starting a brand new business. So it don't matter if you worked for the government. You can still win government contracts. Okay. Now, if you currently work for the government right now, the only thing about that is I know you can still bid and win contracts. You just can't win contracts from your department. So if you work for the Department of Defense, you can't win Department of Defense contracts. Although I think that's kind of messed up, but whatever. I guess, I don't know, whatever. So there's no excuses, y'all. If you're looking for new income, if you're looking for, something to teach your kids, and guess what? Kids can do this too. I have not had a student yet who is below the age of 18, but you can have your kids working in this business and y'all making hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of dollars a month because y'all providing goods and services to the federal government. And it's actually good to see, so for example, I had a monument movement. That was another solicitation a contract that I won. They moved the monument so they can fix the ground, and then they put the monument back, right? It feels so good to know that I am helping. This is where the heartstrings come in, y'all, if y'all care. Is that I am helping the government like fix their infrastructure, fix roads, fix buildings, build buildings, build housing. I'm helping to do that. It feels really good. It feels so good. It feels so good. Yes, yes, thank you. So not only do I provide services to the government, services are like lawn care, HVAC system, maintenance, things of that nature. I have sold products to the federal government as well. Hey, what I've sold to the government? 3 products I've sold. I sold sheds to the government. I sold hay to the government. Like, hay. I've sold hay to the government. And I've sold seeds to the government. Oh, 4 things. And I sold tents. Tents, hay, alfalfa seeds, and sheds. I have sold to the government. And guess what, y'all? Y'all gonna be shocked when I say this. I didn't have to pay for not a dime. I worked with the company. I explained them the situation. I told them my terms. I put them on a net 30, which is a term that you guys will get familiar with when you're doing government contracting. I put them on a net 30. They sent the product over to the government. They sent me an invoice. I sent the government the invoice. The government paid me, and I paid them. I have never come out of pocket for anything I've done with the government. So for those of you who are like, I want to do this, but I ain't got no money. Like, what if I win a product? How am I going to pay for it? How am I going to pay the sub? Baby, let me tell you, okay? You pay the government. You pay your subcontractors how the government pays you. So if the government is paying you in a net 30, guess what? Okay? You pay your subcontractor in a net 30. If the government pays you in a net 15, you can still pay your subcontractor in the net 30, but if you got the money in your account, just get it out your account. Because let me tell you, having all that money in your account, seeing $80,000 in your account, knowing you probably got to give half of that away, just get it out your account. Just let it go, okay? Because you're going to feel real sad when it really got to go. But if they pay you in a net 15, you pay your sub in a net 15. If the government pays you in a net 100, a net 0, meaning they paying you up front, then pay your sub. You got your money anyway. Now, if you like me the first time want to just see the money sitting in there, take a screenshot, maybe put it on your wall, like, look at this is my face, first payment from the federal government. You can do that. But regardless, you pay the government, you pay your subcontractors how the government pays you. So, no, I have never, ever, ever had to come out of my pocket to pay a subcontractor to provide a good product or service to the federal government. But there is a technique. There is a way to do that. You have to know how to negotiate. You have to know how to talk about net 30s. Now, for those of you who don't know and don't have a business, usually business to business, they usually work in net 30s. That's not uncommon. That's not uncommon at all. Okay? So they usually work in the net 30s. So, you'll be good. You just got to know how to explain it very well. So once again, guys, if this is something you're interested in, I'm going to be coming on live on YouTube more and more, y'all. I'm trying to get my subscription up. If you are not following me, if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because you don't want to miss out, because I'm going to be breaking it down. I'm going to be going over stuff. I'm going to be answering questions because I'm here to answer your questions. This has been so life-changing to me. I want to change other people's lives. Some people may not even heard of federal concierge or government contracting. They don't even know that they can do it. You hear the word government and you think, oh, big bad, I can't do it. It has to be some type of special clearance. No, it don't. No, it don't. You could be the most average Joe with a business and get contracts with the federal government and be making $1 million a year, a month, whatever. Okay. So as far as partnerships, what do you mean by partnerships? As far as what? My partnerships are with the subcontractors. So I partner with the government partners with me. We got that going on. And I partner with the subcontractor, meaning we have a service agreement. They are there to do the work, and I'm going to pay them. So I am their client. The government is my client. So that makes me the middle person. Concierge. Remember, concierge is somebody who has connections everywhere. That's why I call myself a federal concierge. So that's the only partnering I do. Is partnering with the subcontractors. That's it. That's it. That's it. So, like I said, if it's something you want to learn how to do, if this is your first time watching my channel, make sure you subscribe. Please do that. But also go to the description below and go register for the webinar. Okay? It's going to give you everything you need to decide if this is something you want to do. Now, if you already have a company that provides a service or a good and you want to do the work, you can do that too. There are two ways to do this. One, you can subcontract out the work, which is a federal concierge. I don't touch no ground. I don't do nothing physical besides the administration stuff. Or you can actually do the contract yourself. Say you're a trucking company, right? And the government needs you to drive from Alabama to New York, whatever. And you want to do that work, you can do that as well. There's two ways to do it. But why do the work when you can hire somebody else to do it? Unless you just love doing what you do, and that is completely fine. Okay, so register for the masterclass in the link below. Okay, register for the masterclass. This video will be put on my YouTube channel, so you can rewatch it. You can go back to it. You can click on the link. Come to the masterclass. Come learn how to become a federal concierge. Come ask your questions, because I love questions. I love giving people the information they need to succeed, because I want all of us to succeed. I want all of us out here. Well, making higher income it has its downfalls, because then you get in a higher tax bracket, and that's more money you gotta pay to the government. But if you know how to do taxes, you can get around that. Okay. Anyway, sorry. I don't know how to do taxes, but I know that there are a lot of benefits to taxes. So that's one thing. But I'm trying to help you. I want to help you, but you have to help yourself as well. And the first step is to, I don't know if y'all can see that. It might be backwards, but free masterclass, register. The link is below. All right, you guys, go register for the masterclass. You have 1, 2, 3 weeks until the masterclass, 18 days. So you have plenty of time. If you guys are interested in getting started quicker, go ahead and comment started in the comments, and I'll reach out to you individually. You can book a call with me to ask more questions about how to get started and things of that nature. But other than that, I am so happy you got, like I said, this is my first time in a very long time being on live on YouTube. It's 43 minutes. I appreciate the 3 to 6 people who done jumped in. I know I haven't been on it, so I don't get a lot of people, but I'm gonna change that, I promise you. But I appreciate you guys who are watching me now, tuning in, asking your questions. Reginald, I really appreciate that. I think your name was Reginald. Yeah, I really appreciate that. I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna try to do every day. I think I'm gonna try to do it every day. I'm not good with social media, y'all. I'm stuck in the 90s. So, you know, if you were an 80s baby, you raised in the 90s, you know, like social media wasn't like a big thing. So, but I'm trying to get better. So, I'll be back for y'all with more information, because I really want you guys to succeed and have that financial freedom, time freedom, and generational wealth. So make sure you register for the masterclass below. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for joining me. Connects is my name. Government contracting. That sounded so cheesy. Government contracting is my game. That sounds so cheesy. But I had to say something cheesy to make y'all laugh. All right, y'all. It's hot. I'm about to go downstairs and get some water. I will talk to you soon. Once again, register below in the description. If you're interested in learning more, you don't want to wait for the masterclass, go ahead and type start in the comments, and I will comment back to you and send you a link to book a free call with me to discuss uh more to discuss more about becoming a federal concierge and training options and all that other good stuff. All right, y'all. Have a good night. I wish you guys the best. Thank you so much for joining me. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.